Mount with a bang. Coach Minzy. Best round here. Remember that.
All right, people, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the coach's desk. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, my people. Discussion where the weekend is concerned, track and field. You know what I mean? And we'll certainly be joined by a guest. You know what I mean? But before we get into the details of that, I have my co-host Fabian in the building. Big up yourself, Fabian. We'll be having Motorcade Track Club boss. You understand? Motorcade Track Club boss will be joining us to talk to us about what is happening over there at the Motorcade Track Club. New club on the rise, Fabian. Some young guns are there. And of course, you know, coaches desk had to get someone of that nature on the show to tell us what's happening with the young guns. But Fabian, what a weekend of track and field. People, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the notification bell so when we drop these videos when we are live, you will be notified. Tell a friend to tell a friend about us. You know what I mean? Fabian, what are your thoughts on the weekend's track and field? Because look like some Father Bernard thing going on. It look like some massive speed go on, some speeds that us unleash. You know what I mean? What really going on over the weekend?
Hey, I will leave. Go on still, and I have to be specific. I will leave things go on.
Let's talk about what transpired at Velocity Fest 13. I was there, live and direct.
Velocity Fest. All right. So Velocity Fest, one of my favorite sprinters. I mean, if you have been following me for some time, you know that Julian Fort is currently my favorite male sprinter in Jamaica. So it's good to see Julian Fort getting back to where he was. Julian Fort is somebody that I follow on YouTube. I've watched his progress last year. I was heartbroken when he got injured. I've been looking at how he's managing that injury this year, and I'm so happy for him to be running so close to sub 10 again, and he will run sub 10.
Somebody that close by it here, kind of.
You see, because them show me, say, I have no light enough, so I make sure I get light tonight. I have headphone with microphone. So hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. See, then show me about my lights. Say JPS cut off my lights, so I make sure I have proper light tonight. And get headphone or pick up everything.
Yeah.
With proper microphone. So yeah, Julian Fort, I was impressed by Julian Fort. I didn't see Sachin Dennis. He's also one of my favorite sprinters. Also, I didn't see him. Adrian Kerr, I must say, Adrian Kerr. Hey, you see those guys at Motorcade, I don't know what they're doing, but when they come on, we can have a talk. But Adrian Kerr looks transformed. Akeem Blake is moving on from his good showing last year. He's building on that, and he's really ready to run PBs this year. Who else? What else did I miss? Oh, Liz, Shericka Hill. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. At just 18, still a junior. And
the junior record survived.
I don't think it will survive. I don't think it will survive for the rest of the year. It's not gonna survive for the rest of the year.
Nah, it won't.
And even if it does survive for the rest of the year, next year she'll still be a junior. Mm-hmm. So she still can break it again next year. So all interesting days ahead. I feel like this is the first time in a long time where we have majority, if not all, the Jamaican runners running into form at the right time. Everybody seems to be on form, running PBs this early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice I didn't mention anything about Shericka yet. This is the fastest opener she has had in her life.
Mm-hmm. But
And
amidst that fast opener, so Shericka is not pleased.
she's not pleased. Nope. She wanted to go faster.
Shericka said at 10:79, me did I look for, and right now I'm vex.
And that's good. I want her to be angry. I want her to be upset. Because the next time she touches that track, it's going to be a 10:7. And the next time she touches that track will be in Doha.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a story for later on in the show.
Yeah.
She'll be touching that track in Doha. So I think that is the meet, the Diamond League, that a lot of persons are looking forward to, because there's a certain American there that will be showing down with Shericka, and I can't wait for next week Saturday for that race. But track is heating up again. I don't know who I missed. I don't know what I missed from Velocity Fest, but Jamaican athletes really look good.
Yeah, man. What do you think about the males as well?
Oh, the males are back. We're gonna have at least 4 males running sub 10. I mean, the qualifying standard is 10 seconds flat still, so we're gonna have at least 4 males running. I know Akeem gonna run sub 10 again. Oblique's gonna run sub 10 again. I think Julian is gonna run sub 10. I think Sachin is gonna run sub 10. Johan is gonna run sub 10 again.
I'm the Conrad.
I haven't seen Conrad this season. Last year he was around the 10-0 mark. I haven't seen him this season, so I really can't say. I don't know if he's injured or what. I haven't seen him this season enough to say, hey, Conrad will go sub 10. But that's 4 that I'm sure about. You and Blake again will also go sub 10 this season.
What happened to Kerr?
Adrian?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Motorcade Track Club said that he's ready to go sub 10, and that 10:20 look really good. So, and I know that he will be getting faster and faster. So it is possible that he will go close or go sub 10.
Yeah, man, definitely. Some great things will happen this season. But one of the things that we have to speak about, Fabian, is the last event, which we were expecting a stellar performance there, which I think it was a very good race, but it was marred by this
error
by our starters. I mean, I wonder if they're adapting some things from over in Bahamas.
In Bahamas.
It was not good for us. This meet is one that is broadcast globally.
Isn't it a part of the Continental Tour also?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a world-renowned meet. And I must say that our officials are normally on point. So that was a rare mistake from them. So I'm not even gonna beat them too badly. It was after I watched the race, I realized that it was a clear false start from Akeem Blake. It was a clear false start. And they didn't recall the race. Maybe the excitement of the race, because that race was a high profile race. Zarnell Hughes, Julian Fort, Akeem Blake, 3 big guns in the middle of the track. So,
and then you have what's his name? Zandrian Golson, who is basically picking up a little steam. That's his name? Adrian Golson.
Adrian Golson.
Yeah. He's picking up a little steam, and I think many were really interested in seeing it for real. So it was kind of a macaroni thing. if you ask me. I mean, people were saying, why didn't they call back the race? For me, if Fabian, I believe the man ain't tired. They want on the meet, and them somehow then just fire the gun and never check nothing, then just walk.
Yeah, just let the yeah. And I think the decision not to rerun the race was a good decision. Just
Mm-hmm.
let it be. Let it
Yeah,
be.
because them gone far already. You know, make no sense. You have them a rerun that. I'm certain if they had called a rerun, I doubt many of those athletes would have returned.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of them would have returned. But the male sprinting, we can finally say that the male sprinting looks like it's getting back. Think Julian ran 10-0, and I know Julian
Mm-hmm.
can go faster because he ran 10-0 with a very lazy start. And in the past few seasons, Julian is known to be a very good starter, but he has had some false start troubles in the
Mm-hmm.
last few weeks, and so you can see that it's playing on his mind, and he's sitting in the blocks.
Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the reasons why he sat in the block for the first round race.
Yeah,
Um, he basically wants to
I think he
ensure
that he gets
that
a
he
time.
gets it correctly. It's kind of frustrating for the athletes. It's the same way it is frustrating for the fans. I think it is equally frustrating for the athletes. You don't go in a race to false start. And when it happens, you're really devastating because you train for the entire week. You have an event, you're ready to put it in, and all of these things. And then it's like you just pick start. You understand? So no athlete want to false start. So I think it is something that he has to work on. He need to sort it out because I mean many of his fans want to see him run. I think he's at a very good place right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I wish for him all the best for the season. You know what I mean? One well, we see some old guard returning to the track. You had Michael O'Hara.
Mm-hmm. Skelly.
Um, yeah, you had Mattison,
Mm-hmm. It was good to see
10,
Mattison after so long.
10-4, yeah. And then you have Tyler Mason. Pretty decent job in the hurdles. You know what I mean?
See, I tell you
So
about Elite now.
I don't know. Is this a takeover from Elite Track Performance?
I mean, coach, you know where I stand with Elite already. You know, I know that Elite is my club. And you know, I've been saying this for some time now. Look out for Elite. All of Elite athletes, well, most of them have run PBs already at this stage in the season. I don't know if you guys are keeping track of the Elite athletes. I don't know what is happening at Elite Performance, but something is happening. Something good is happening over there.
Mm-hmm,
Where
mm-hmm.
their athletes, whether it be a 400 athlete, whether it be hurdles, sprinters, they are all doing well.
Because Tyler Mason looked ominous,
And
if you ask me.
he will go faster. And in
Yeah,
people,
him
you
look
need
good.
remember that Bradwell is also at Elite.
Mm-hmm.
So Tyler Mason will go faster.
So things really are heat up, man. And then you have Shericka Hill, Jesus peace, Bridget. It's like Shericka Hill turn on the afterburn on the turbo. She just blew up past Megan with ease.
I don't know where she got that acceleration. Is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like Megan was the only one hurdling and she was running 100 flat after that.
Mm-hmm.
She just blew up past
Virgin, our trail leg
the
quick
Olympian.
like mm-mm. No, sir. It look awesome. Separate and apart from the little mishap by the starter. Trust me, it was a fabulous um weekend of athletics, if you ask me. Me like what me say. And all the camps who put out athletes should be well pleased with what transpired.
I know some Americans are worried right now.
You think them worried?
Well, I mean, look at Shericka. Yes, this is what I normally tell people. Shericka is at MVP with Paul and Stephen Francis. All right. No, you saw the work that they have done with Shericka when you have 4 weeks to go to a championship. You see how fast she got. Imagine now when they have 2 months, 3 months, when she's running this fast, this early. Shericka will run 10.6 or 10.5 this year. I am sure of it.
No, hold on.
She will run 10.6.
Hold on. Hold on. Hey. Listen to me. Remember, RDD says Shericka Jackson now run 10-16, brother. So you have to talk that very, very, very softly.
Hey, RDD need to understand also. Shericka is a baby 100-meter sprinter.
This is her third
This is her
year.
third year. This is her third year running the 100. She's a baby. She's still learning. She's a baby 100-meter sprinter. Also, you need to remember that she opened her 400 account. She ran 400 meters. She ran 50 points something. Her fastest opener. So again, that shows you the strength that she has. So
yeah,
she
man,
is.
she a blaze, man.
Hey, when I think about the possibilities for that 200 meters, when I think about the possibilities for that 200 meters, because if Shericka runs 10.6, and I think she will run 10.6, that 200-meter record is gone.
Well, big up to Ricardo Chambers. Ricardo Chambers between 10.4 and 10.5. Him I look from
Shericka, especially with the fact that she's at MVP.
People in a trouble.
Hey, good trouble for you still.
Yeah, Americans, them are fret. You see all the abs where roll out and dash down some.
Our 1086. With a
1087,
1.6.
then 1086, and
Yeah.
feel like them have it mucho. Shericka literally bunks 10.8. The last 10 meters, she wasn't maintaining as she was supposed to maintain.
And it was a negative 0.6. Aliyah Habs ran her 1086 in a positive 1.6.
Hello. Well, let me address the comment there, Fabian. I don't like when people say the athletes are not doing speed work.
Okay.
Listen to me.
Explain to them, please.
Listen to me, people. Speed is one of the hardest component of track training to get. So therefore, speed has to be worked on from day one of training. So them do them 60s or them 40s or them do a whole heap of 150 just to get the speed. So speed work starts from day one. No make the body fool you. Tapering is different. Yes, it takes an amount of, when they're doing plyometrics, it is speed work. Because you're getting the explosiveness. You understand? So people, speed work is done right throughout the program. Don't make nobody fool of Jupiter Saturn.
It's a common myth.
Tapering is different from mixing the speed with the other workout. You understand? So me not like when people say that about, oh, she's not doing any speed work. Of course she's doing speed work. Then why should Anna run so fast? If you are gonna get speed endurance, that simply means you'd have to be doing speed. You understand?
It's a myth. It's a myth.
It's a myth, man. It's a myth. They do speed work right throughout. Now, when it comes on to closer to the competition, you do less and you're trying to sharpen up, you do less longer distance. Like probably she's at 200, probably she not gonna do nothing more than a 180 or a 150, 120. But she gonna do probably a lot of 30s, a lot of 15s, just to sharpen up out of the blocks and them thing there.
So how
Or
I
she
like to
run
put
some
it.
60s on the curve for the 200.
Mm-hmm. How I like to put it, coach. Volume is less, but output is more.
Thank you.
Volume is less, the closer we get, but output is more. And
Okay.
how to fix that thing, that myth about saying that sprinters don't do speed work. Just take it this way: sprinters sprint, and they sprint every day.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinters sprint. Whatever part of it, whatever phase of it, the training program, whatever cycle they're in, they sprint. So it's a myth. Maybe back in the days, that's how it used to be, but nowadays, no.
Yeah,
So
man.
they sprint.
Speed off of there, night, man. Speed off of there, night. All right, you're Blake, sir. No speed work equal running like everything track. Yo, that's a low blow, man. And the little 18-year-old blow left Noah Lies, Fabian. Man, Noah Lies thinks him got everything locked, you know. But the youth say,
Hey, I'm afraid we talk about this little 18-year-old, because right now there's a little tug of war going on right now, because this youth have African heritage, and I think him have Suriname heritage too, Yeah, and word on the street is that he want to run for Suriname and not USA.
yeah?
Yes. So is a little tug of war going on right now with that youth. But I must say that little 18-year-old boy, Noah is known for his top end speed.
Mm.
And that boy created a gap in the first 20 and maintained that gap right throughout the race and Noah Lyles.
No, I couldn't catch him.
When I watched that race, Noah's face was like, who is this kid?
Yeah, man.
And it's not a case where you can say, oh, Noah was jogging, because Noah was running hard out.
He might run hard, man.
He run out
And,
in hard and
and
can't catch the youth.
when the race finished, he might talk to you like he must say, where you come from? You understand? Yeah, man. It was one of those things. Jano, the youth fast.
He,
You
he is fast.
understand?
He is fast. I mean, I think his 200 time should be faster though, but he is fast. Because him have a 20.11 200, which I think he should be running sub 20 with that 100-meter speed.
Yeah. All right, big up to all the persons in the comment section. Acknowledging you, Drew Fortis, Erwin Randolph, big up yourself. Fear Spot, big up yourself. Who else is in the building? Fresh God, big up yourself, Fresh God. Rob Smith, big up yourself. Jupiter Saturn, big up. Who else in the building? Millicent Shaw, welcome, big up yourself. Track Diamond, don't know, big up yourself. Anthony Henry, big up. Yeah, man, we see the conversation we are going on the comment section. Big up on yourself. Blake in the building. Boy Blake, I don't know if you can't get a young Fabian. Well, me not want to touch that here, man. Anyway, that can stay. Me not want to touch that. Man think him go baby race and get dash away. You see it? The kid did not ever run a perfect race. He is from the same camp as Hodge and Michelle Smith. Wow. Hey, me like Michelle Smith, you know. Matter of fact, me not like Michelle Smith. Me love Michelle Smith. A little girl, me I tell her, man, she's a darling. She can run, brother. She's a warrior. You understand? And for me, with that talk about her and a character, me think of the four early she for do, you know. Because she can early already and she have the 800 strength. So I think she should do the four early, but
everything track reach it.
I don't know if everything track reach.
Blake are the next American, right?
Yeah, man.
Because,
yeah, man.
Because one next race happen again, you know. I mean, I think you remember this, you know, where the great Abby Steiner get her back blown, you know.
Blown out. Yes, Blake. A wagwan.
The great Abby Steiner.
Blake, what go on with Abby? Ashanti more blew her back out, you know.
Yeah, a whole heap happened this weekend, you know. A
Blake,
whole heap
talk
happened, you know.
to Blake. What go on for Abby?
What happened to the princess of American sprinting?
Jesus, please. Ashanti does crush her like roach. But you know, I was watching the race though, Fabian, and in my eyes, as somebody I deem to be very technical, me lord myself can identify the faults them and put little things in place to ensure say it can, you know, be rectified. Abby are going in trouble, you know. Ashanti are going in trouble too.
Yeah, that 11-1-2 and 11-1-6 are trouble.
It two of them fast, you know. But you see the technical aspect of the race, they have to pay attention to that. I saw Abby run with her hand out, so you know. Like she a swim or surf, you know.
You know, if I was Abby, I would do 2-4.
Why you never say a better thing because you see when you make mistake in the 100, it's hard for you recovering about the 200, she might still have a chance. And you might wonder how Shelly and Fraser blew away Abby so. And Abby are fast for somebody. Well, Shelly and fast still, but I mean
Abby
just blow away
fast.
Abby so. Nah man.
If
Abby, if anybody who Blake, go and go tell Abby, they need to work on our farm, Bridget. Technical aspect of the race, our hands to lower down and she not swing your arms to get from the big muscle, in my opinion. And that I go ensure that she propel a little bit more forward. You understand? So she need to get back that. And track era said the same thing. She need to go run 400 meters. Me think so too. 4-2.
4-2. She need to run 4-2. I don't think she has a chance of with her 100 meters a very technical event. With her form right now, I don't think she stand a chance of medaling in the 100. Even if she does make it on the American team, I don't see her medaling at the World Championships in the 100. In the 400, that's a different story. She might stand a chance in the 400. And the 200 sticky again. 200 sticky, bad. Very, very sticky. And make me afraid to touch upon that sore point here, but me have to touch it because we're talking about the disappointments in the American team.
Hold on, before you say that, Fabian, stick up in. Let me answer. Rob Smith asks if we think Alfred keeps her farm into the summer. She can't keep her farm into the summer. If she peak for the championship, the NCAA championship, her coach is gonna break her back down, build her up, and then try to taper again. So that would be double peaking. So no, she can't hold that peaking so long, Rob Smith. You understand? It not gonna work.
It is impossible to peak for so long.
Yeah, it not gonna work.
You're mash up.
All right, go. Yeah, say what you did us now, Fabian.
You know what I'm going to say now? One concern, it's a big concern that I have. I've said it to you. I've had this concern from last year. I was hoping that she would show up in the 100 meters at Velocity Fest this weekend, but she was a no-show. I really wanted to see Ilian. I don't know what is happening with Ilian, but she just doesn't seem like herself. I've been saying this from last year. She just doesn't seem like Ilian. Just doesn't look like herself to me. And see that 200 meters that Melissa Jefferson beat her in. I have never seen anybody run down Ilian, close and then open on her ever. And that's what Melissa did. And it's not like Melissa ran 21. It was a slow time.
23.
23.
23-1.
So I'm really wondering what's happening with her, if she's well, if she's fully fit, whatever the case may be. But I'm hoping that she can find some form, because Ilian is one of our, for me, she's technically the best sprinter, best female sprinter, technically in the world.
I mean, a lot of fans that track and music seem to be Elaine Thompson era at this juncture. I mean, I've heard conversations of persons saying that 23 to the end of April is nothing to talk about. That tells you that she might be behind in her training, or something is wrong with her training. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the fans are really worried. The fans are having so many questions. A lot of people see me and ask me questions, Fabian. Sometimes I have to just say, I don't know, which I really don't know. But I can't be giving a lot of explanation. I have to be defending Elaine and all of these things. But anybody from Elaine's side, just know that the fans are worried.
I am worried.
And the haters are out waiting and ready for failure. You understand? Also, persons are worried about Brianna Williams.
Brianna. Mm-hmm.
People have been asking me, do these two athletes, people are asking about them like crazy. You
Brianna and
understand?
Ilian.
Brianna and Ilian. And they don't even more so Brianna, because Brianna is in a new camp. So adaptation has to take place. And you see the expectation of the fans, it make pressure there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because the fans believe that even though she changed camp,
It is going to be smooth sailing. She go run
smooth
ten
sailing,
nine
and she have a
again.
run fast. Even though the coaches in the camp insinuated that she's gonna be running 10-7. You
Yeah,
understand?
but
So I
remember,
think
you
that
know,
is also the pressure that she's under. A lot of people are saying that she's distracted in Jamaica. I don't know. But you see, Fabian, what happened Saturday? I did a video on it. I believe that they made a very good decision.
very good decision. I agree.
A very good decision in because she coming off, a matter of fact, I can't tell you right here. So it is said that she's still feeling discomfort in the hamstring.
Mm-hmm. Remember, she pulled out of the track
Yeah.
meet in Florida because of the tight hamstring, and because she's not able to train properly.
So it is a situation where the hamstring still a give problem. So for her to go back in that final and go bust blocks to try run down Shericka, you probably would have popped. You understand? Because they said that it actually was felt in the race against Natasha Morrison. I didn't watch about the race to see what the person was explaining. Like she kind of dipped a little bit. So obviously there was some issues in that race. So hence the reason she didn't go back to face the starter. You understand? So, but a lot of questions have been asking about these two athletes, and we hope to get answers soon. So we know that Brianna is having a tight hamstring still, but we don't know what is happening
With Elaine.
with Elaine. If you notice, the organizers probably didn't know until late because they weren't able to fill the lane slot. You understand? So
Both of them might be in trouble.
all eyes will be on these two athletes.
Coach,
Yeah?
they might be in trouble for trials. Both of them. Because let's put things into perspective. There are 3 spots. All right, 3 spots. Barring anything out of this world, Shericka has 2 hands on one of those spots, especially since she won't be running the 200 meters at trials because she's the defending champion. So all her focus will be on the 100. Right? So there are 3 spots. But the reason why, let me explain.
3 spots at the trials because, of
3 spots at
course,
the trials, Shelly have her
Shelly's spot
put
is
down.
already taken in the 100.
Right.
And Shericka's spot is already taken in the 200. So there are 3 spots available.
So there are 3 spots available. Shericka basically has her hands on one of them. And then it is going to be a dog fight between Elaine, Brianna, Kemba, Natasha. If Shericka decides to run the 100, because I'm hearing that she might run the 100. I want Tina Clayton.
What about Akira Nugent if she run the 100 too?
I was just coming to that.
Akira Nugent talk of a lot of things.
Ashanti Moore. And
Johnny Smith, don't rule her out.
Then there's this high schooler that I'm hearing might go that a certain 1092 high schooler.
Me don't know if she going to their trials still enough, but I mean if she did it, I think it's gonna be too much for her still enough. But you never know still. Them Pitney are brave, you know.
And Kemba Nelson also. I know she had some niggles in the early part of her season. So again, it is
Kevona Davis. Yeah, Antonia remind us Kevona Davis.
It is going to be a dog fight for those last 2 spots. And there's a little thing in my ear telling me that Tina Clayton has 1 hand on one of those spots.
So you say 2 MVP there, sir?
2 MVP. To be and I can go on a limb and predict those 2. I'll not go any further. I just have a feeling that Tina has her name on one of those spots. Based on what I've seen from her so far, working with Stephen Francis, I cannot count her out.
Of course, we talk about Kevona, Adrian. You not watch my video them then. Yeah, man, we talk about Kevona Davis, man. When we talk about Alfred, we talk about Kevona. You need to watch the videos, Adrian.
But you remember last year at the World Championships where we had all 8 women running sub-11 in the finals? It is going to be very similar this time around. Very similar.
Yeah, Rob Smith about being honest.
I have no idea. But that's a good thing, Rob Smith.
he might take care of the fire, Rob. Wait, take your hand out the fire, Bridget.
See, Erwin said don't want to worry about Shelly. All right, Erwin, let me put your mind at ease. Shelly and Fraser Price is the only person that is guaranteed a lane in the 100 meters at the World Championships. She's guaranteed a lane because she's the defending champion. So she doesn't have to qualify. She doesn't have to do nothing like that. She might come and give us a show again like she did last year and run a wicked semi-final, or she probably run the heats and then walk the semi-final in her tracksuit again. So she don't take up any lane for somebody. So Shelly is sure to be there. I'm concerned about her. They say she have a family emergency, so keep praying for her. I don't know what family emergency is. I don't know what it is, but
yeah, man, something will go on, man.
Keep praying for Shelly and all of that.
Yeah.
Blake, her lane is there. Her lane, even if she's injured, you cannot replace her. Her spot is there. The only way she doesn't go is if she decides not to go.
Yeah, man. She's the reigning champion, Blake.
She's the champion. You want to take that question, the coach?
Which one?
Why you guys choose Tina to be on the team over more experienced, talented sprinters?
Oh, me can't take that question there. Are you say it? Are you fi answer that one, man?
All right, so Tina has this, and I don't want anybody to misquote me or misunderstand what I'm saying. Tina has this arrogance about her, this confident arrogance about her, where it doesn't matter who is in the race, she will go there and she will perform. You also need to remember that Tina is also world youth champion. So she has done this at the youth level on the global stage.
Under 20.
Also, she's being coached by the best track coach in the world. Okay? So those are the reasons why.
Well, I mean, now put out my prediction yet still, because
Me put out two. I just two me put Shericka and Tina.
all I can say, Shericka and Shelly have the 100 and the 200 lock.
Shelly not run 200 bars.
No, man, when we say have it lock, Shelly have the 100 lock
And
and
Shericka have the
Shericka have the
200.
200. So, because they are the reigning champion. That's all I'm saying in regards to that. And I say I sent more. Because I tell you, some people come to turn over the apple cart,
I am going on the limb. See, like how my team they go on the limb tomorrow. Okay. I am going on the limb. In any case, the 4x1 team, I think the 4x1 team, we need to be cohesive because the Americans are having relay camps. They don't want us to beat them, so they are having relay camps.
Me not really put on too much in that still, It is important, but I'm not putting anything in that.
No.
Remember saying, everybody we're gonna relay camp, Fabian, no must make a team,
Coach,
you have to go.
about
US no
24,
ramp,
24 people in Kerr are relay camp,
So that I'm not reading too much in that because a man can go relay camp and do well. And then he cover trials and flop. You understand? So I will fierce. Why you say make sure one broke we do?
Oh, the limb I want to talk about, man.
Oh.
the elephant still up on the limb, man. So coach know me I talk about the elephant on the limb where them say go, they don't know him reach up there, but he go come down. Elephant still up on the limb. 6 months later.
Yeah, we're expecting our guest at any time. But Diamond League, that big match up there, Fabian. Diamond League something here. With the list include Melissa Jefferson, Shacarri Richardson, Shericka Jackson, TT Terry, Zoe Hobbs. It's a massive lineup, this, I think Tiana Daniels is in it as well.
Tiana Daniels, yep.
A big lineup, this,
Oh, you have to left out the British Queen.
Dina Asher Smith, or cousin.
It's a big race, this, Oh, this is a big race. Big race, this.
Blake Shacarri got this. You don't think somebody are going to pull out? Some of them athletes I love take you early lead in a Diamond League still, Remember I said I display them something,
I don't think the only person I think would have pull out is Shacarri, and based on her early form, I don't think she'll pull out. All these athletes here are, if anybody pull out, maybe it's Abby.
You don't think she'll be dangerous this year?
Shacarri? Oh yeah, she is going to be dangerous this year. She's a transformed athlete. She's no longer sleeping in the blocks. And all right, so I normally compare Shacarri to Tyson Gay. No, not Gay, Gatlin. No, whenever Gatlin is in tip-top shape and he's confident, it's like he's bouncing. Shacarri has that same type of running. When she's in tip-top shape, she's bouncing. And that is how Shacarri looks. Her confidence is back and all of that. She's not sitting in the blocks. They have done a lot of work with her form. So I'm expecting her to do well this year. I'm expecting Shacarri to run probably 10-7, 10-6 if she can hold it, if the pressure doesn't get to her. Because running at 10-5 without jet plane wind behind you is okay when you're running against other Americans. But when you are, for instance, in a lane 5 and you have 2 Jamaicans beside you, one of which who will pop the blocks, it's a different story. So for Shacarri, I think physically she should do well, but it's the mental aspect for me. She has to get over that hurdle of making the American team. She last year she focused on too many unimportant things last year. I think if she's zoning, locking, and focus on track, she will make the team. But she has to make the team first.
And you know, see that this year?
Her making the team? She's the front runner right now. She and Alia are the 2 front runners that I see so far.
Okay.
I think she'll. I don't see Prandini beating her in the 100. I don't see Abby beating her in the 100 either. She'd have to run a horrible race. And I don't see my other friend there, the 200 specialist, beating her in the 100 either.
Okay. So, as she ever be champion, only Abs can beat her?
No, she has to get over that hurdle. She has to do it first. The only thing that she has ever won is the NCAA title now. So, she will run fast. But as Bolt always say, when you're running in a final, time don't matter. Get across the line first, then you worry about the time after. So she needs to get across that line first, and then maybe we can start taking her seriously. So it's a case, she probably run fast on the circuit, and then go to trials and mess it up.
I hope she lock in, because if she not lock in, she not go clock in.
I want her to make the team. I really want her to make the team. I wanted her to make the team last year because I wanted Shelly to go against her last year in the 100. But unfortunately, she never made the team. This year, I want her to make the team.
Okay. More want her to really make it still, you know, because trust me, me like when she debut, you know, because I think she bring a vibe, Fabian, to the whole sport itself. You understand? I think she bring her vibes.
Me like when she run. Me like when Shacarri is in form, when she's in tip-top shape.
Me believe that she talented enough, Fabian.
She is talented.
John, man, may I tell you, say, I definitely would like her to be lined up at one of those championship finals. You understand? And then we can know where her mind is, because Shacarri too talented for those a waste.
Yeah.
No business about her personal life. More want to see her on a track.
She's super talented.
Yeah, man.
But she'd always focus on things track and field and then mess up.
But I exuberance, man, a youthful exuberance. You know, probably I'd cause that. So Jackson, Tina have 2 spot. Tina soon take back the 100-meter record. Okay.
Yes, I know me alone upon a limb though.
Blake says she's more talented. She's a future Olympic medalist. That's something them attack, you know, Shacarri. Jefferson is like an only child. What do you mean by that, Anthony? I know who that wants to see RDD, you know. RDD if push up in your head now, you know.
You might go make one video say Shacarri go blow Shericka back.
No, me not talk.
Oh, that everything
That's
track.
everything track you attack.
Me need
Man.
to see him too.
RDD me attack, man. RDD. Adrian Russell, you know it's too good to be true with this good lineup, but hopefully no one pull out. Yeah, man.
I only have one thing for Shacarri, you know. If at 10 meters, she's beside or behind Shericka, stop.
Let's say she need to pull up.
Pull up. Because tapping, there's no tapping like Shericka's tapping right now. And on Saturday, by the way, Shericka never open up. Me never see she turn on the afterburners.
Yeah, man. Me think say nothing I tank them, man.
Wally a lot left. Remember when Shericka run the heats, me text her and tell her, say, yo, a 10-8, me see, you know.
Yeah, man. Fabian did predict it, people.
Me send you a message and me say, yo, a 10-8, me see in the finals. Make sure see you're there stadium. 10-8, me see. Because she literally walk in the first race.
And I'm telling you, people, it was joy to see her, man. You understand? Very, 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 very happy I was there to see Shericka turn on the turbo. Hey, a twin turbo. She gonna roll out with it now. Twin turbo. So, one, hey, people, Dr. Didi's, not Dr. Didi. RDD is saying that Shericka cannot run 10-6 and she will never run it. You understand? That's what man say.
So
Yeah,
what's the explanation behind that? Before me knock him, I want to know what's the explanation behind. So Shericka will never run 10-6.
You know that way I say in the set. And he said she not have it. How this just show up? And that's why we at RDD, man. Because man is a Shericka 8.
Yeah, like I don't understand why I would say that. And she ran 10.71 last year, and she's a lot faster this year. So
fastest season opener, and she still a ball. So she did 10.79. So you must know. Yeah, bro, I fastest see 100 meters since she started the 100 meters. I fastest season opener. Remember, she have 11 flat, she did what me with, you know.
It was
this I fastest season opener.
And our season opener is the world lead too.
Huh?
Her season opener is the world lead.
And she's still not pleased. Still not. Hey, you see, if Shericka ever get a 4-point odd, wind reading.
She run 10-3.
Hey, my fee says Shacarri A brain drain, you know. Remember we always
A
say,
brain drain, man. Welcome, brain drain.
yeah, man. Brain drain, big up yourself, aka Shacarri Richards.
Shacarri, are you going to pull out of that Doha Diamond League? Don't pull out, you know. Don't pull out.
Shadow Star. 999. Hold on there. Let me Fabian go on top. I'm go check for my guests to see what I go on there.
Rob Smith says Shericka would run 9-9. Look at Shacarri being smart. I will say that someone named start with S will win the 100-meter at Worlds. Look at Shacarri playing coy. Don't do that. The defending champion name start with S. The world lead name start with S. The 200-meter defending champion start with S. I don't understand what I mean. You have to be more specific than that, Shacarri. You're being safe. But all I know is that Doha next week, that Diamond League race will tell us a lot because we haven't seen Dina yet. And I'm sure Dina is still somewhat upset about last season and the season before. And so Dina has a point to prove our cousin. So expect Dina to show big this year also. So I think the Diamond League next week will give us a clear indication if it's the Shacarri of old, the all bark, no bite Shacarri, or it's the Shacarri that can only run fast with an illegal wind, because all of her fast times were run with illegal wind. Or this is a brand new Shacarri Richardson, one that is here to stay. So that will give us an idea of where they are. It's not gonna give us an idea about world champs, but just give us an idea of where they are. This is the first big high profile race, which is the Doha Diamond League. Brianna Williams will win, don't worry about it. I see Freight Haver running with the 2 Blake, and remember I tell you only Brianna Liston can break the 200-meter record. Carlton, May, and Coach Minzy, we discussed this extensively. While there are benefits to her training with the males, it can be a disadvantage also.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be an advantage and it can be a disadvantage of her training with the males. Who to tell? Maybe that's why she have a tight hamstring right now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
could be.
I know she's putting in a lot of work. I know she's doing a lot of work. This year, I don't think she'll be there yet. This year, I don't think she or Kemba will be there this year. Remember, both of them changed camps and all of that, getting used to the training and all of that. So next year is where I expect to see Brianna and Kemba coming to the front.
Yeah, because it takes a few for a program to really, or an athlete to adapt to a program, you know. I remember she was on the circuit. That's Kemba Nelson, the NCAA circuit. They don't get a lot of work per se. You know. They run a lot, but they don't get a lot of work. So there lies the difference with the Jamaicans. You have to put in the over distance. You have to put in more long runs, which will help you to become stronger and all of that. So she has to ensure that she gets acclimatized or adapt to the elite performance training regime. And it's the same thing with Brianna Williams. She has to adapt to Titans International. You understand? She can't. She is not a must that she get in this season and just start to run fast. A lot of small athletes running PBs like Kashika Cameron, Jodine Williams. I think they will be the breakthrough Jamaicans of 23. All right. Every year there's a surprise show. She will be there, don't worry, she'll remember. When Mrs. Shacarri did a run the final, it looked like she wasn't going all out in the closing change. And look like her technique is getting better. Every year they try to frighten us with these hurricanes. I wouldn't get something from man. Shemal. We said them are frightening you with the hurricane. Charlie was that. Jamaica Childs will not only have a lot of surprise. Jamaica Childs will have people bawling, hollering. You understand? Because them all get left. People are get left. Remember me told you. Oh, you didn't see the decision with Blake? He was a judge false start, and the race was given to Zarnell Hughes. On time 9.99. Yeah, so that they did go on. So people, I'm supposed to have the motorcade track and field club personnel on. He's trying to log on to the stream. You understand? So we're waiting on that individual to join us. I know Fabian ready for ask questions, you know.
For those who just joining us are not familiar with motorcade. Motorcade is a fairly new track club. One of their athletes, we saw them at the Velocity Fest. One Adrian Kerr, and he looked superb. He looked really, really good. So it'll be good to hear what they have in store for us this year as it relates to Adrian Kerr and other athletes. If they
Newbie.
have other athletes.
Yeah, man. Newbie is there as well.
Newbies there too. Wow.
Yeah, man. And there's a lot. There's a lot. I really want him to get on so we can have the discussion, man, because we had a conversation and he's explaining some stuff, and I tell you, it looks good.
That big jump from Kerr in his PB though.
Yeah, man.
That big jump. I think his PB was what 10.4 and him jumped to 10.2. So they are doing something, and I think he can go faster. And he will go faster.
Hey, Blake out there, man. Yeah, Richard Green, go ahead. I thought that was some car dealership or something. Blake, behave yourself. That means car not going college. Oh no. No, I'm not thinking about go college. Straight motorcade.
Motorcade. People like I don't like when people be disappointed when they see the athletes don't go to college. Every is different. Each individual athlete is different. So you might see some choosing the college route while some choosing the pro route. And you can't say it is the wrong decision or it is the right decision because everybody's situation is different. All right. So how could I forget about Antonio Watson? My friend
let us talk about that. But hold on, a call is coming in. Welcome to the coach's desk.
Yeah, man. Welcome. Good evening, coach. Good evening to your guests.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
Big up.
Yeah, man. Yes, I'm just listening. I come Jamaica, man. I see Blake, not Blake. Two Blake them as much text earlier on, and Virginia Brainerd them a go up up Catching Peak, and they look good when we see them a Barado, you know. And when we look and see sure make it, and I look and I remember when I go America and see what says Shericka William Shericka, what's her name was? Richardson, and
Shacarri.
No man, not
Shacarri.
Where's the American girl, man?
Shacarri.
Shacarri. Yeah, I said things they used to make she run down. Where boy name? Not Tyson Gay. What name again? There's a guy, man. You will not know him, man.
Gatlin.
Yeah. Right. And it just benefit her very much. So I tell you, say, this only a benefit Brianna, you know. But I remember I tell you, say, Brianna list and going to break it 200 record. She's the only person me see will break it. As long as she stay fit. She's the only one person me see. Because I check her, watch her from she a 12-year-old and so when she an athlete and she improving. So what you guys think about that?
Brianna has a world talent, you know. A lot of talent. I mean, breaking the world record. Probably after Shericka Jackson, because I don't think she can get it right now. You understand? Yeah, man.
Well, why me say that still? Because even I was looking to see. Well, me see her and Corbin it at already. Corbin can't tell you. I see she do in her chain, you know. She was running with some guys, and I see she do 22 flat, you know. So that's and in training. That's why I was looking to see she run a better time, but she never get no pressure. She never get no pressure. That's why she never do a better time at champs neither. Because you know when you're there at some distance, just like this guy, nobody knows him get pressed yet. You know the guy from KC there. But watch, you know get no pressed yet. That's why I didn't want to see Daly or the other one injured from Adrian Allen. I didn't want to see them in a big pressure unless you can see how far he can run, man. So. Well, yeah, man. Good evening to your next guest when Mr. Just joined.
Yeah, man. All right, big up yourself. So this is a special guest that has joined us. So we're going to talk to you, man. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section.
All right, cool.
All right, big up yourself. So, people, welcome to the show. We have our motorcade boss. You understand? He's the brain behind the motorcade track club. You know, he's the coach of Jivon Newby and Adrian Kerr. And these youngsters are doing fairly well on the track circuit. So I'm introducing you to Dr. Carl Bartley. Welcome to the show, Doc.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah, man. It's a privilege for you to be here. And we have our co-host here, Fabian. He's also here with us.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So tell us about this motorcade track club, Doc.
Motorcade Track Club.
Yeah.
Well, this is a club that emerged because we were looking at the development of our young athletes, and I detected some flaws in the development of the athletes, and I decided that we are going to try some experiment to see if we could cure these defects. One thing that I noticed was that our athletes were doing very well in high school, but after high school they're not doing so well. So I was thinking that maybe the training system was the culprit. So we decided to start some experiment with some kids. First of all, the motorcade started when I took an athlete to KC, and he used to go to another school. He used to go to St. Diego. And when he was in the hurdles program, and he came when he was in his first year, class 2, he he was the only first year two that made the hurdles finals. But because Diego had two class 3 boys who came first and second in the class 3 finals, he was sidelined, and he came to me seeking help because what happened to him was that they didn't accept him back into the sprint program. They said, okay, we have 2 guys from class 3, they are better than you, so just go and do 400 hurdles. All right? So he went to the 400 hurdles program, but then he got frustrated. He went to champs and he did the fastest time in the semifinals, going into the finals, and he came 5th. So I said to him, okay, man, you don't have to stay at that school. Come to my school.
So you recruit the Diego athlete and turn him a motorcade.
No, we don't reach motorcade yet, you know.
You don't reach motorcade yet?
No, man, I took him to KC.
Okay,
so when I took him to KC, you know, listen how this man bad looking now. When he reached a KC, the coach from St. Diego was transferred to KC. The hurdles coach. The hurdles coach got KC, you know. So what happened to him, you know?
Himself,
yes, sir. Him come to me and say, boy, you know, so what? I didn't see him coach me around from come back up in there now. So I said to him, say, listen, boss, no worry. So I said, no, we can't deal with it, man. So I'm going to go to the coach and say, watch a coach. You know, so the man transfer and he can't run this year. But make we see if we can use this year to get him fast. And then next year you have a better athlete. No, he came to KC, he wanted to get into the 110-meter program. But now that the coach is there now, you know, saying now get forgotten 110 again. So the coach said to me that, listen, this man cannot get fast, you know. Better him try the 400 hurdles, you know, because he can't get fast. I said, no, what do you mean about him can't get fast? I said, no, man, it's impossible, man. So, but at that time, he said, but this is not easy, man. When we were used to run, we used to train ourselves. And we see how we improve ourselves when we were, because my brother used to run, you know. We used to run for KC too.
Yeah, man.
And so I said, all right then. So I took him and started to train him. But he was in the KC program. But I used to train him from outside of KC. I used to give him instruction how to use the KC program and train to get fast.
Okay.
So afterwards, him start to get fast now. And him leave the hurdles and go around 200. But you know the KC system still already. Once you know them thing, them have them program set already and them not have him in other things. So the next year now, when him come back now and him could have run for KC now, it was a struggle. So anyway, this is how the motorcade started. Because when I did that, I found out that wait, my program work, man, this man gets so fast. So that is how the motorcade was born now. So then now when me carry the man go, me start to train him now as a motorcade athlete, another coach see him and say, boy, I can come to my school. So when the next coach take him now and carry him to that school, you know, the coach literally took him away from me. I said, Chuck, that man, go on surgery and leave the coaching alone, man. So I realized the athlete wanted to go with him. So I said, all right, go on, no problem. But me used to play cricket.
We can't understand how you make that switch, there, man.
Me used to coach cricket and me used to play cricket. You understand? So me had this youth around me, now, him said to me, say, why you not train me? Since you don't have this man again, and you are not train, just train me now. But me say, but you can't run. And him said, just train me still. Because he was watching me. And he started to believe that I could train him. So I said, all right, come. And I carry him go stay down, buy my pair of spikes and tell him, say, watch I come. I run 100 meters. I look on the clock, 13 flat. I said, no, sir. Well, anyway, still, I said, I'm going to work with you. I start work with him, and him start get fast, and faster. I said, wait, but if I get smart, we need a training partner for this man. So I'm going to go now and start to search and say, oh, can I get someone for train with him? Can I get faster? So this is how newbie came into the business now. Because at the time now, we used to have some athletes from KC who we used to treat. So we asked them, have nobody in school who love tracks but not so good. I look at athletes for coach. And we say, yeah, man, I get somebody for you. And then one day now, I get a phone call from one of them mothers. So, say we have a little boy down at KC. Them let him go off of the track team. And you don't take him still. Because my son tell me, say, you want somebody. I say, yeah, man, send him come, man. And that is all newbie came to me. So when newbie come now, we have 2 athletes now. I have 2 athletes now, so we start to train newbie. And newbie start to get fast. When newbie coming up, they look a slow man faster than newbie, because he didn't get fast. By the time newbie come, he didn't get fast already, So now, when him and newbie run, him run left newbie. And then now, I look at newbie farm, all the while, I said, no, man. I said to newbie, say, which program you were in? He said, well, the last time they had KC, them put me in the 800 program, because I couldn't make it at the 100, now the 200, so then put me in the 800 program. I said, no, man, you can't be in the 800 program, and you're running with this technique. Because the way I'm run, it was the way I wanted, the guy that I was training, I wanted him to run like that. His form, you understand, his technique. So I said, no, man, you're a sprinter. You're not 100, so you're supposed to run 800. So now we start to train him, and then we see him now start to get faster than this boy now. Faster and faster and faster until he start get the next boy to jump. You understand? So we say, wait, look at me onto something, man. Onto something. And then we just start, because at the time I was applying physiology, the central nervous system, the autonomous nervous system. We start applying the nervous system inside of the coaching, and we realized sprinting was not a muscular system. Sprinting is an electrical system. It's a nervous system. You sprint to the nerves. You don't sprint to the muscle. And then we start apply that. We just apply that theory there, right through. And we just see newbie start go fast. First time I carry newbie go to a track meet, him do 11-2. 3 weeks after we carry him to another track meet, him do 10-8-7. 3 weeks after we carry him to another track meet, him do 10-4-1. I said him to start move. Then after that, champs come and him do 10-2. And we say, oh man. So that is all the real motorcade really started. Then afterwards now, other people start to see the progress with newbies and start wanting to leave their school and come to me for come train too. Everywhere I go, them say, boy, that give me some of your speed, no man, can't join you. That's how it happened. Then Adrian Kerr contacted me and said, wow, I don't like coming anything in the cars. Way. So I said, all right, come. And the same thing start happening to him too. When he start training, he start get faster and faster. And then but I have a philosophy, you see, that if you are training as a young developing athlete, anytime you do last season, the first race that you run, you must run faster than the last season. So I used to talk to some other coaches, and they were really against that theory. They said, no, foolishness, that can't go. So right now, some coaches used to tell me, say, if my athlete do them PB in the first race, why we'll be worried. You understand? But I said, no,
explain that theory there, because I would love to see to understand the reason behind that.
No, it's simple. If I'm coaching you and you are last season you had a 10-4, and then this season starts, whether it's January or when, and you come and do 10-5, then you don't improve. So why did I coach you the whole year? Why did I coach you the whole year if me coach you for one whole year and now you come back here and slow down what you run last year? That don't make no sense.
Because the system would have started back from zero.
Yeah, but me don't want to put you at zero.
Oh, you not put you at zero?
I got strengthen you. We're supposed to be strengthening, make you stronger.
Not the off season.
In the half season. So when you come back, you're supposed to be faster.
Okay.
So that was my theory, and that is the philosophy of motorcade. And it's
very
working.
Interesting. Very interesting philosophy. But we see the rapid improvement, especially of Adrian Kerr. How did that happen? Is it because he worked hard?
No. Adrian Kerr improvement was not so rapid. The real rapid improvement was with Newbie, you know. Because when Newbie came to me, his PB was 11.5. Was 11.56. And in a 5-month period, the next season we took him to 11.22, 10.22. So you see, he improved by about 1.4 seconds. That was a real improvement. And at Newbie, if he didn't get injured in the under 20 trials, he would have done sub 10 in that trials. And I believe that he would have won the world under 20 100 meter in Cali. That was the aim. Okay. So he's the one that really improved. But the improvement of Kerr. Well, Kerr is a naturally fast kid, you know.
Of course, because Kerr, his name is Kerr, and he's a part of the motorcade.
Kerr was made for motorcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it'll be a part of the motorcade because you can't live on the car.
You can't live on the car.
Yeah, man. Well, so it wasn't easy to make him fast, you know. When he joined, I told him that, listen, the first race that you run, you are going to beat your PB. All right? And he said, boy, I think that never happened yet. You know? Every year, me run slower before me run faster. I said, no worries, sir. Yeah, and the first race he ran was at GC Faster. And he beat his PB. Then he got injured. And we brought him back into competition, and he ran 100 meter and did 10.75. Then afterwards, now he ran the corporate. He ran for KC in the corporate championship, and he won he won his heats in the 200, and when he came back to the finals, he got injured. So that was phenomenal about this. Now, after he got injured, we're
not seeing it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, after he got injured, right? I put him on a program now, a special recovery program. I can't really tell you all about it because it is not patented yet.
That's so deep in the dark.
Yeah.
Me just listen to everything, you know. They take everything. They take because they're talking about a lot of things that is the first time I'm hearing somebody putting all of these theories into practice. But then again, there is another young coach who I'm seeing doing a lot of new things that is working. So I'm just listening because there's no right or wrong way to do anything. It is what works for you.
Right. But you know what them say? Like, you have many ways to reach crossroad.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But you still going to reach. No.
But the aim is to get there the quickest, you know. If we are talking
All
about
right.
sprinting.
Well. Anyway, well, we'll put him on this
Special recovery.
Yeah, special recovery program. And we say, all right then, let us see what happened. And then now so he has improved. He improved one time for me and his PB. Then now, after he got injured, and we treat him and we put him back on the track again. I said, okay, let's see what can happen now. Because I had the theory already, you know, but it's just to take it to the practical now. You understand? I had the theory, I had my expectations, and when Velocity Fest came up, it was the right time. So I just sent him to the Velocity Fest, and everybody know what happened there.
Yeah, 10-2.
Yeah, massive PB.
Coming off an injury.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. But somebody in the comment section is saying a pure injury this coach have with his athletes in his program. It seems he may be pushing these athletes to run fast too early in season, hence the injuries as they're not strong enough. Or you counter that, Doc?
Well, I wanted to show me the coach who never had an injury. That's what I wanted to show me. Whether you're doing pushing them or you're not pushing them, or you show me a coach who never had an injury. There's no coach that never had an injury. And you have injuries from the greatest countries, the greatest coach, the greatest athlete. What's his name? Marshall Jacobs was injured. He was the Olympic champion. He got injured after the Olympics. Fred Kerr got injured. He was the
world champion.
World champion. Everybody gets injured. It's an injury. What you need to know about injury that you must not be afraid of injury. What you have to do is learn how to manage injury and maybe learn how to prevent it. We have not mastered how to prevent it yet, but that is my next project. Right? How to prevent injury. In fact, I'm actually experimenting with preventing injury because you remember the slow guy that I tell you about?
Mm-hmm.
He has never been injured. Now, the problem with injury now is that what I am proving now is that my athlete that I start with don't get injured. You understand? Even though my athlete has improved from 13 flat to 10-8, right? He has never been injured. But what happening is sometimes you get athletes because when I got Newbie was injured when he used to go to KC before he got to me. Mm-hmm. Carr was injured. One day we look at Carr and say, Carr, I've never been injured before. Carr said, I've been injured every year.
Yeah, man, every year I'm injured for sure.
Yeah, so he said,
he was ahead of Boaji, you know, from class 3, you know.
Yeah.
But I injured derail him.
Right. So when somebody's going to say, "Oh, Doc, athlete injured," the athlete who was injured used to be injured already, so nothing new. But my athlete that I have that I've been training, that I brought from zero, he has never been injured. So that speaks a lot. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Or is it because the explosiveness is not coming from that athlete?
No, what if you say 10
most times the explosiveness is what caused the injury, you know?
We don't know what caused injury, but 10-8 is fast to me. If you live in the United States and you're doing 10-8, everybody gets excited. Once you're doing sub 11, once you do 11, if you 11 flat, if you go to the United States and you go into a high school now, and you do 11 flat, you know, everybody say you're fast. So 10-8 is fast, right? And when somebody did the 10-8, you know, you look for 10-2 after that. It's not far away.
Yeah.
10-2 is not far from 10-8. You can do that 10-2 in the same season that you did the 10-8. You understand?
So your approach, Doc, is one from a scientific modality, and I see where you're drawing from your experience as a doctor. How has it been able to? Because you have to know the training methodology. You have to know how to peak the athlete and all of these things. Do you do a lot of reading, or you just purely science, or you
All right, listen
get
now.
yourself familiar with all of these things?
Remember, I used to be an athlete, You have to remember that, And ever since I've been, when I was in school and I was exposed to science, I always wanted to see how I could incorporate science in my sprinting. You understand? When you first, third farmer, you learn say speed equal distance over time. You always work out how can you increase your speed, or can you increase your speed if distance over time. So we always try to match it, to put it together and say, oh, could so. It wasn't difficult for me to apply what my sprinting experience to science, because in dental school we did a subject called physiology that taught you about the different systems that operate in your body, and we learned about the different tissue. We learned about muscular tissue, nerve tissue, the connective tissues. And then if you're an athlete and you try to put these things together, then it's not difficult to understand that in your muscle you have fibers that are fast twitch and you have slow twitch fibers. All you need to do is learn how to stimulate the fibers that you want. So once you learn how
we call it activate the muscle fiber.
Right. So if you continue to activate the slow twitch fiber, then you're gonna be slow. And if you continue to activate the fast twitch fiber, then you will be fast. So it's not difficult then now you learn how the nervous system connects with these fibers, because these fibers cannot operate on its own. It has to get a command from the central nervous system. You understand? So if you understand that, then it's not difficult to make people fast. I believe that any coach can make the athlete as fast as he wants. So I believe that the world record could be 9.2. That's what I believe.
9.2?
Yeah, in the 100 meter. The world record for the 100 meter. I think it could be 9.2.
There's another doctor on the show, He's Dr. Dan. He's asking you to explain to the people how you can activate those fibers, muscle fibers. Whether the fast twitch or the slow twitch. So a doctor challenge you.
All right, you want to learn to this. All right, it's simple. It's simple. Well, to activate the fast twitch fibers, you have to take in consideration how the muscle is made up. How the muscle is made up, and you have to understand how the nervous system reacts with the muscle. Then you can put it together, and you can make it happen. It's not difficult, because the doctor would know that the fast twitch fibers exist and the slow twitch fibers exist. So it's just how to get them to do what you want them to do. Because the fast twitch fibers does not contain any oxygen, The slow twitch fibers are the red fibers that has oxygen in it. So you have to know how to train these muscles to stimulate these muscles to produce the fibers that you want. So if you're training a long distance runner, you're gonna train him to produce more slow twitch fibers than fast twitch fibers, because the slow twitch fibers are the ones that have the oxygen that you need to run fast, to run far,
run long,
to run long distance. Yeah.
And the fast twitch anaerobic. So
Yeah.
oxygen.
Yeah, it doesn't use any oxygen.
Yeah. So you see these people now that you see, because you're a new coach, they want challenge, you know, because I'm gonna ask in the comment section what sort of certification you have as a coach, you know.
I don't need no certification as coach, man. Yeah, you just need to be able to put things together and do it. You're using certificate when you're looking at a job. When you're looking at a job, you go with your certificate and show them, say, okay, I'll employ you because you have a job. This is the world of social media and the internet. You don't need no certification to coach anybody. You understand? You all need certification when you want a coaching job. So if you are coaching free, you don't need a certification.
You see, just do your thing and use your science and try to connect.
Yeah, you put things together. Yeah, you do. Now, if you want to go and look a job to work with somebody, then you have to have some certifications, right?
Yes. So what? Basically, 10-2 from Adrian. Newbie went 10-2. What are the expectations you have from these athletes going forward? Because you know, fast coming up is the Jamaica national trials.
Okay. Let's put it like this now. Newbie now is newbie and is at his best 0.2 seconds faster than Adrian Kerr. So if you can put it in this scenario, when Adrian Kerr was at his worst, he did 10.75 when those two boys from JC beat him at the stage. I don't know if you remember that race.
Yeah, man. Remember that I was there, man.
He did 10.75. Okay. Now, Newbie at his worst did, when he ran in the character trials and got injured, he finished that race in 10.5. Understand?
Yeah.
So if you can be running a race and you get injured and finish with 10.5, that is very fast. So now what we are saying is that newbie is doing is always a 0.2 second faster than Kerr, because if you remember when Kerr PB was 10.45, newbie PB was 10.22. So you see, he's always a 0.2 second faster than Kerr. Now Kerr has gone to 10.22. So where do you think newbie is?
It's a sub 10.
Right. That's exactly what is going to happen. So whenever the world's a newbie again, they're going to be seen at 10 at a sub 10 athlete. In fact, Kerr is already sub 10.
You're picking that up in training?
Yeah. Kerr ran a race on Saturday night. If you can do the analysis, he was doing his reaction time was about 0.2 second. I think it was about 1.9 thereabout, or 0.2 second reaction time, right? And he did 10.2 too. So if he brings down that reaction time to 1.1, then you're looking at 10.1. And then he running a wind of about 0.6. So if he gets a wind over 1 meter per second, it's gone now. Move from 10.1 to sub 10. So it's gonna be very simple.
So, but that is based solely off calculations at this time.
Yeah, that is well. You see, data around the world, Data, you know. One thing a friend of mine taught me that you can solve any problem with data once you have the data, but you have to understand the data. If you don't understand the data, then yeah, if you don't understand the data, you can't do anything with it. No, I have I put the data forward, and so you look at the data and you see it will happen. So now these two athletes of mine, Adrian is fully recovered, and Newbie has recovered too, but
his reaction was, sorry, Doc, his reaction was actually 0.178.
In the finals or the heats?
In the final. When he ran 10.26.
Yeah, but no, when he ran 10.26, his reaction time was 0.178, and he ran a negative 0.1 win. So even if
the win was positive 0.1. I'm looking at the result.
Yeah, positive 0.1.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay then. Positive 0.1. Yeah. So that is still a very low win, and the allowable limit is 2 meters per second, right?
Say that again.
The allowable limit is for it to be a legal time. 2 meters per second. Yeah, right. So is way at 0.1, right? Right. So you still there's still room to you know what I'm saying? It is data that we have used in my training. It's a data that we have used all the time, and it has worked. The problem with Jamaica, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Jamaica, track and field, right? Jamaica is not marketing track and field properly, because most of our races in Jamaica are running negative wind. I want you to look at this. In Jamaica has a stadium that it runs north to south, and in the day the breeze is going from south to north. So most of the time when we run here in Jamaica, we're running in some powerful negative wind, 5.6 meters per second, 2 meters per second negative, 3 meters per second negative wind. So it is not doing anything for track and field in Jamaica, because when you get the results of the Jamaican track and field, you see some slow times, and they say, oh, Shelley and Fraser run slow, Elaine Thompson run slow. When you look at what's her name? Shacarri Richardson. She's doing 10.6 in some positive 4 or 3 meters per second, right? Because so what that does is that it gives people expectations when you're running fast times, because people want to see fast times. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of people are neglecting. They are neglecting the effect of the wind in sprinting. Now, if you look at a lot of coaches in Jamaica, or they talk about peaking, and in fact, I don't believe that there's any such thing as peaking. Understand? So they talk about peaking. Why? Because they take their athletes to the track meet in January, February, March, and then they run in negative wind, and they run some slow times, and they say, oh, man, these guys, they don't reach them peak yet, so therefore that's why they're running so slow. Then they come to champs, and the 100-meter run in the night, and then they get a little positive run, they run faster. So they are saying, oh yeah, you see, then everybody, all the coaches start saying, oh, you see, it worked, man.
But methodology of training, though, Doc, it leads to you running your fastest when it matters, which is at any given championship that you're setting out to attend. So if you're going to the Olympics, your training cycle is for like 4 years. If you're going to the World Championship, you know that is 2 years apart. So peaking, of course, is important, because you're going to use it to gauge your athlete as best as possible to run fast at the championship. So, for example, I coach at Champs. So we go through a 9-month training cycle. We have our macro cycle, which is a big one. Then we break it down into mesocycle, which is a weekly training program. Then microcycle, which is a daily training program. So everything compiles together to bring it. So you take them through the phases every 4 weeks. Adaptation is taking place, but you know, like in Jamaica now, you might need an extra week or 2 for adaptation. Them go on the luxury of somebody come picking them up in a vehicle. If you take taxi, go in a taxi. So adaptation is place. If this in 6 change program or change the cycle of training that you're in to ensure that you improve, because to begin with, in your general preparation, you have to ensure that you develop strength, technique, and all of these things.
Yes.
You understand? So yes, the phases that you go through will assist you in achieving optimal performance, which is what they call peaking. And you have to ensure that you structure your program in a particular way to achieve that goal. You say use data and a doc, so peaking is a must. Peaking is a must.
What you just said is sound a beautiful theory, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, man, we practice the theory, man. I see thing we practice.
All right, coach.
The same thing we practice.
Based on what I'm seeing here, all right, in Jamaica we do a lot of linear periodization, right? And that is where we make the athletes peak. I think what Doc is doing, I think he's probably adopted more of an American model where you realize the American athletes run fast all year round and they don't necessarily peak at the championships.
Let me just interject. Let me just interject right here. The reason why the American athletes seem to be running fast all year round is because when the American athlete is running on the track, I've been invited to a track meet right now in Maryland. They say they want Adrian to come and run, and they want newbie to come and run. You know what they tell me? They tell me they're not going to run in no negative breeze. Anywhere the breeze is positive, that's where they're going to turn the track. That's what they told me.
Yeah, that is a philosophy that the Americans use. Yes, it is good, but
no, it's not a philosophy. No, what I'm saying is that not that they're running fast.
In a positive wind.
No, what I'm saying. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that is not that they're running fast all year round. It's because they're running in the conditions to run fast.
Yes.
You understand? But we are doing the opposite in Jamaica. We are running in a negative breed all of the season. That's what I'm saying.
And what I'm saying, why the Americans run fast throughout the year too, they don't put a lot of load on their athletes,
Well, I don't know about that, I don't know about that,
a lot of load. The most load that they probably do is in the weights room. And I'm not knocking what they're doing still in that.
Yeah, but you have to load. Listen, you have to load. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the problem is not loading. It's just that you're running in the conditions that gonna make you run faster. Check it. All right, look.
Yeah, I agree with that. That is true. That's what the Americans do. Them turn the track. If you notice, for them track always have 2 ends. Them turn if you suit them. So if we were to adapt that at the national stadium, we have some fast time run because we always are running at the negative wind.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So that is just not that I'm saying that the Americans are running faster than us right all year round. It's just that they're running in the better conditions. So look at Shacarri has now. She ran 10.57 in 4 point something meters per second win, and everybody over there happy.
Yeah.
I know they want to challenge us now. They want to say, "Oh, we are faster." And what's the fastest time run in Jamaica so far by a female athlete? 10.8 something.
Last weekend, 10.82.
All right. But what was the win factor?
Hold on, let me find it out. I think that's some negative win too, Let me pull it up there. And as we said that, me not knock what you say no, because sometimes, as we say, sometimes people are like changes, So what you are bringing is just your philosophy, and sometimes it is not going to be accepted because it's not the norm. I am not knocking it. But when it come on to peaking, I think peaking is important. You understand? So Shericka ran her time in negative 0.1 meters per second.
You see that? Just imagine now, if you running in negative 0.1 second 10.8, just imagine if you were running in positive 4.51. What do you think is going to happen?
She got to drop it significantly to about 10.5 to man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to show you.
It's probably a psychological issue with the Americans. They try to ensure that they own the times, the fast times that are run in terms of they want the athletes to have the best condition because people come to see them, they don't come to see them running on a negative.
So why can't we adapt that? Why can't we adapt that here?
I don't know. I think it's a very good philosophy though. I think a good thing.
Yeah, I think we could adapt that too, because it would make more people come to the stadium. Hello?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right. More people would come out to stadium because in track and field, people want to see people run fast,
Yeah. So that is why I'm coming back to the point of peaking, that we are confused with peaking and saying that, okay, we were running last month, we were running 10.4, and now we come this month and running 10.2. We are saying that when we were running 10.4, we were under load, and now we have peaked our athletes, so they're running faster. When that's not true.
I don't the condition.
It's the conditions, yeah. If you a lot of these athletes that you see running 10.5 in the early season, if you put them in these big positive wins that they have in Florida and Texas, you would see great times. Trust me. Yeah. That's just a problem. So we confuse it. So an athlete who ran 10.4 last year, him come now and him run 10.8, 10.6 in some big negative breeze. You look at the athlete and say, don't worry, man. You're loaded, man. You will do better next. But the athlete go home start wonder what happened to me when I run so slow now. You understand? Because the coach don't tell them about the breeze. You understand me? The coach don't tell them about that. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I say I don't believe in peaking. I think that is what is happening.
Yeah. And based off that theory, I understand where you're going.
Okay.
I understand. Definitely. So like I said, and I believe I have had a lot of discussion on this wind reading thing too. I think it is foolishness and probably need for us to get it out of the sport. Or follow what the Americans do. Just turn the track with the wind behind so that people run fast.
You can't come out of the sport. If you come out of the sport, the American them go break record every year.
But the Jamaicans, them are going to go run.
So hold on now. So all them are run not so much positive win and them don't break the record.
Them are gonna bring a race. Them have some 4 or 5 second win behind.
Yeah, but Fabian,
they beat all the time and they
are going to go run fast.
Yeah.
But I like the win rule. I like the win rule. I like it. You make it fair.
Yeah, no, it's a good rule. It's a good rule because if the win is over, certainly run faster. Yes, yeah, it's a good rule. But what I'm saying is that we should try to. I believe that we should run all our race them in a positive, in a positive win. And when if you run a positive win which is over the allowable limit, then you're not gonna get the time. You're not gonna, if you want a world record in the.
You just not get it as a world record.
Yeah. I think that is the way to go. And no, but then you're gonna have a whole heap of fast times, and then people are get excited, and it'll draw more attention to the sport.
You know, I've always asked the question about the positive 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, up to 2.6. I don't see the disparity if an athlete run over the allowable, which is in the 2.1 to 2.6 range. He run a fast time in that wind reading. Me think the 0.1, 0.2 difference wouldn't make it any different if the athlete was to run that in a. So for example, you minus you take off the 0.6 and the athletes run it in a 2.0. Me think at the same time the athlete would have get.
Yeah, more likely, yes.
Yeah, me think so.
Yeah, but it's just rules. You have rules. It doesn't make rules. Rules are not laws.
Yeah.
Rules are not
nice.
laws, Rules.
It's just because you wouldn't want no world record ratified with a man around 4.0, positive 4.6.
Yeah, but remember, people have under all conditions. They still have that too. Because under all conditions, Shacarri, which has run the third fastest time. You understand? Under all conditions. So people look at that. Some people don't care about the condition that you run the fast time in.
Just want to know it's just a fast time.
Yeah, they just want to say fast times.
But for data purposes, you have to record the wind and let it be known that it is so.
Yeah. That is why you see where the data is showing that people who run in a stronger wind run faster. But wind is not the only factor. Look at Cali, Colombia. Cali, Colombia is 1,008 meters above sea level. And if you look at the data, you'll notice that everybody run 0.2 seconds faster than them PB at Cali, Colombia. Almost all the athletes PB'd in Cali.
Yeah.
You understand? Our athletes left here doing 10.22 and finish at Cali in 10.08, 10.02. That is clearly 0.2 seconds faster. You understand? And then 1 year later, you come back and run 9.99 in your country. So that is also if I know if for example, and Kumi should go to Cali tomorrow, he would run maybe 99 flat. Or maybe even that's what I think. Even 9.8. Because the air resistance in the higher altitude is much less. And the same is true for the long distance running, that because the air resistance is less in the higher altitude, you have less oxygen. So the person living in the high altitude will develop more hemoglobin and be able to when he comes on the sea level now, nobody can beat. The sea level people can't beat them because they have more hemoglobin. They have more hemoglobin to carry more oxygen. You know what I'm saying? So what is happening? What I notice in the long distance running, if you look at even the Africans that come here. After a while, the Africans come and just come and beat everybody, and then when the Africans get acclimatized to the lower sea level, them get normal like us, and then the Jamaicans start beat them. You don't notice that? You don't take note of that yet?
Yeah, man. But me never I go deep in it like that. We had a discussion last week, about the whole Africans come here and not beating the Jamaicans, but because them probably get acclimatized to the.
Yeah, so it depends on how long them take to get acclimatized. Understand? Yeah, man. So it's a sense of it,
Yeah. So you have Adrian, Kerr and Newbie and your first athlete. I didn't name him, but those are the three people you're working with. Are you planning to work with any females in the near future?
I was working with some females. Yeah, I was working with some girls. But it's not easy to coach girls,
Yeah, if you have a special knock,
That's why Steve Francis is the greatest. What I see him do with girls, that you have to be an exceptional coach to be able to do these things with girls. Girls are not easy to coach.
Very much. You're correct about that. You have to have a special knock.
Yeah.
And patience and all of these attributes.
Adrian,
It comes with a lot of emotions when you're training.
I was coaching some girls. I was coaching a girl. And she came one evening and she was running and she beat the girl one evening. The next evening the girl beat her, and it's pure tantrum she started throwing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Modern don't feel good. You know what I mean? When you're coaching boys, them not do that. You understand? And she don't want to come back and she don't feel good about it. You know what I mean? We can't. It's difficult.
Yeah.
So I think I've cut down on the girls and the girl, but it's still open for girls. You know what I'm saying? So girls, them hard to coach too. Them learn fast, but them stubborn. You understand? It's hard to get the girl to do what you want them to do. You know what I mean? But they learn fast and they will do. If you notice, the girls' technique always look prettier than the boys' technique, because they're more receptive. But sometimes they're stubborn. It's hard to get them out of the habits that them have. You understand?
Yeah, that is true.
Because sprinting is all about the technique, You understand? The most important thing in sprinting is technique. If you just believe that you can just get up and run fast, you're not gonna run fast. You're gonna run fast to a certain extent, but to go to the next level, you're not gonna go there because you're not running with the proper technique. Because each technique that you do has a reason. You understand? Each technique has a reason. So it's just that. If you're not running with the proper technique, sprinting with the proper technique, you're not gonna run fast.
Yeah.
So you spend a lot of time working on technique, but with the girls, right? When they have something in their head and you try to change it, they don't like the change.
I kind of disagree with you on the girls and the technique than the males. I think the males adapt to the technique easier than the females. Like I said, them have some habits, so them hard for break out. Very difficult. But Doc, is there anybody, any big sponsor knocking at motorcade garage?
No, sir. I don't know. Nobody is helping motorcade. We'd be happy if somebody could just serve for us and say, well, let's see if we can help this guy and see if we can create some sprinters.
Are you going for the sub 10 first?
No, I'm always looking for somebody to help me. Hey, listen, coaching athlete is not as coaching athlete is not as easy as it seems. It takes money. You understand? It takes a lot of money to coach athletes.
Yeah, man.
But you cannot just take athletes. They have to live somewhere. They have to eat. You understand? They have to wear clothes. You understand? Because your athlete, especially when your athlete's not working, them don't have any money. So you have to give them everything. So it's always good if you could get some help.
So have you reached out to corporate Jamaica?
Well, no, because I feel that I'm not gonna get any help. So I said, well, I'm gonna reach out. What are they gonna say? What you want? Money to help your club, but your club hasn't done anything yet. So just like I said, maybe I just wait until I get 2 sub 10, and then maybe I can try and negotiate if I can get something.
That question. Are you gonna stick with just sprinters, or you're looking to venture out into field events and maybe middle distance also?
Well. As a club, right? As a coach, I would never coach middle distance running as a coach, right? But as a club, I would get some Cuban coaches to coach the throws and the jumps. That's what I would do. In fact, I'm in dialogue with some of them now, but I cannot employ them until I get the club moving. You understand what I'm saying? But I would never coach long distance. First of all, I don't believe that Jamaica has the for long distance running. No, man, wait, no, man. I'm talking about the climatic conditions. Jamaica does not have good climatic conditions to coach long distance running. Yeah, because Jamaica is too low. We're always gonna be beaten by athletes who come from Kilimanjaro and those high mountain range, because it's a disadvantage. They definitely have more hemoglobin than us. So, but we at this low level, we can produce a lot of sprinters. Jamaica has a lot of potential for sprinting. So I would just stick to that.
Okay. And in sprinting, you think you're going up to the maximum, the 400, anytime soon, or are you just sticking to 1-2?
Yeah, I'll go to 400, but at the moment it's just the 100 and the 200. Right?
So, you see yourself as a coach now, Doc? Because you have some coaches in Jamaica that have been doing it for years. You just come on the scene and persons might be looking on and seeing the improvement. How do you rate yourself as a coach on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, remember coaches. You have coaches that coach multiple disciplines, right? So I would not categorize myself with them, right? But I would put myself at a 9 as a sprint coach.
Okay, fair enough. Any questions from the audience? Fabian, you have any more questions?
I mean, somebody in the audience, I am silent, but I just have this to say. I have a good friend, and he's always telling me that sprinting is science. It is science related. And the more I dig deeper into track and field, is the more that I am inclined to agree with him. And now I'm listening to the doctor here, who is working wonders with newbie and also Adrian Kerr. Now, when I get these people here who might have maybe a different philosophy, myself as a young coach, that might not know, but I used to coach at the elementary level. Since I moved, I haven't coached at all, but I used to coach at the primary level. So I normally listen to coaches, see what I can take from this one, from that one, and see how I can learn from them. So I'm here learning a lot from you, because as I said before, there's no one way how to do anything. There are multiple ways how to do it, and a lot of things that you say make a lot of sense to a lot of people. It might sound like madness. However, when people get used to doing things a certain way, we are not inclined to accept change until we see it working. And in this day and age in track and field, as I said before, I hear what you're bringing to the table. And as I said before, there's another coach like you who I see doing some things completely different from what the other coaches are doing. And he's getting results just as how you are getting results here. So who am I to say that what you are saying is wrong? I'm just here to learn from what you are doing, and wish you all the best and keep doing what you are doing. For years coaching at primary school level, my boys team always better than my girls team, and I had to seek help from a high school girls coach for me to coach my girls, to get them to the level of the boys. Girls are hard. To this day, I hate coaching girls. To this day, I hate coaching girls. I had to seek help from a good friend, Mr. Henry, who is the Mount Alverna coach. he was the one who sat me and him sit down like for the entire summer, and we work on it, and we were, and he's a phone call away, and he helped me to coach the girls. I went out and I seek help because may I tell you, girls difficult to
Difficult
coach.
one.
Very, very difficult to coach.
Yeah.
Difficult.
I believe that our best coaches in Jamaica are the primary school coaches. That's what I believe. Because if you look at what is happening in track and field in Jamaica, the high school coaches, they just go and stand at the finishing line and they try to get the 8 fastest athletes, all who come to and then they take them to their school. And if you notice, they have not done much with them. Trust me. All the work has been done in the primary school. That's what I've seen. So I have to lift my hat to the primary school coaches in Jamaica.
And I tend to disagree when I said there is not a lot of work done with them, because you have sometimes some of these youngsters come to the high school and they're really short of work. You can see that the talent is there, but they're really short of work.
In some primary schools.
In some. And you have to grade them based on the improvement that they would have made when they reach high school, because you have athletes at the highest primary school running 13-5, 13-6, 13-7. When they reach high school, 12, 12-5, 12-4, 12-1 till they reach 11. So you have to understand that the high school coaches would have put in a lot of work.
Okay.
13-5 coach.
And that is girl. Yeah, man.
Oh, for girls. Right. Oh, me think boys.
Girls matter. Boys, look on 12-8 on them, something. 12-7, 12-2.
Listen, until I see a high school coach, you see, just pick out a boy from out of the school and coach him and make him run fast. Then I will believe that. If it weren't for these primary school coaches, these high school coaches would have no athletes. Trust me.
On that premise, yeah, me agree.
But on that premise, I agree.
Them improve them. You see, because me depend a side, I'm depend a side.
Yeah. Like I agree somewhat, because I have had a lot of athletes. I have some athletes right now who are doing well at champs. And yes, when I got them, I just find them.
Yeah.
Like, literally, there's this girl that I coach right now, and she's doing well in high school. I was teaching a class, and I see the girl just run down the corridor. And I just run out of my class behind her. And I say,
those are the real coach. Yeah.
I just run out of my class behind her and run going in her class. And me just get her parents' number, me call her parents say, yo, them never know that she can run, and them never hear anything about that before and all of that. Even the day taking her to primary champs, the mother said to me, I don't know what you're doing with my child, because my child cannot run. And at the end of primary champs, when that girl come back with her 2 gold medals, it brought tears to the mother's eyes. And that girl is now at high school, doing well in high school.
Yeah, that is it. So
yeah, man,
now,
the primary school, the coach them develop the youth, them
they are the best,
them
man.
to the fore. Yeah, them bring them to the fore.
Yeah, because I mean,
when they talk about selection and event and them thing there, they know the right event to put them in and all of that. Yeah, man. We know the talent.
Never get a 400 athlete yet. Build them.
But Chuck Era is saying that Newbie was a big primary school star, Greater Portmore.
Right. Look at that. He wasn't a star because he never saw win, but he could run fast. And he went to high school. And what did he do in high school? Newbie went to high school for 6 years and never met the high school team.
And last year
he made the team after him come to me. Newbie was
the story when me hear that, me yesterday them bench him, saying, and you would take him and say, all right, I'm going to make you beat all of them youth there. And he was just this close in winning the me think that something happened at the close to the end of the race caused him to lose that race. He want us to come out of nowhere. Boom, upset the uppercut.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you, that the greatest coaches are the primary school coaches. That is a classical example.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's a classical example. Because they taught him to run in high school, in primary school, and when he came to high school, he couldn't even make the high school team. He was just lucky that they kicked him out of the team. Because what just happened to newbie is that his grandmother used to go to champs every year to watch him run and never see him run. Every year he was a champ. So when they call her and tell her, listen, you know, drop him from the team, she was so devastated. She said, that mean I can't go to champs, go look see if him run again. All right? And then when she contacted me, the friend called me and I called the grandmother, and the grandmother said, why she been praying. She has been praying for the day for that to happen, that somebody could coach us, our grandson. And it just happened like that. Trust me. You have to live at the primary school coaches, man. Trust me. They are the ones that find the athlete and bring out the talent in the athletes. The high school coaches just waiting there. Them get a lot of help. Them have weight training. Them have a lot of resources, and you know them. But really, it's natural progression. It's natural progression that make these athletes do better. I mean, you see, new Nkumi is now the first high school athlete to do something. When he was in primary school, he was the fastest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When he came to class 3, he had the class 3 record. You understand? So this is just a fast man. So it's just natural that he should continue just like that. Now look at Matheson. Matheson, when Matheson was at primary school boy, he was running class 1 time. You understand? And what happened to Matheson? You understand what I'm saying? So it's just that that is why I'm saying, I will say it again, that the primary school coaches are the best coaches in Jamaica.
Boy, me not go say that, because me a primary school coach, because I'm one primary school coach. I get a lot of help from high school coaches. So I talk with a lot of high school coaches, because when it comes down to coaching, I am selfless.
Right.
I try to learn a lot from high school coaches. There are a lot of things that are done in the high school that I can't do at a primary level, because I can't give my athletes weight. They can't get no weight training.
Right,
I believe they're too young.
Right.
So I have to find creative ways how to get them faster, how to develop them.
Right. So just imagine if you had that same primary school athlete until the time when you could give him weight and you have the weight to give him. Just imagine how fast you get him to be.
Now, I've had athletes in high school who followed with their coaches and asked me to coach them. Just the same. Just before I left Jamaica, I was going to coach one of my star athletes from primary school. He's in high school and he's not. When I had him in primary school, he was probably running at about 80%, and this was a 12.5 100-meter runner, 24.9 in 200 meters, and he was like 80%, and he's not even running. He's 18 now, and he's not running in high school. Just before I left Jamaica, he wanted me to coach him, and I think if I had coached him, he would be doing well.
Of course, I don't think so. I know that. What
you say about those athletes though? Like an athlete like that, I can talk about that one personally, because he's my athlete. 12.5 or 24.9 200 runner at 12, and it just never worked out in high school. There were a lot of high schools were lined up begging for this athlete. Like literally all of the top high schools in Jamaica were begging for this athlete.
Yes, but you have to be careful when they beg for the athletes, because what they do, they want to take your athlete so that another school don't get him. So it does.
Oh, you
So
sound like you're talking about KC. So.
No, I'm not talking. No, man. No, listen, man. I'm a Fortis, you know. Remember that, you know. And I'll never say, no, man. I'm not talking about Casey. We're just talking generally about coaching and high school and primary school. And I'm saying to you that
I agree.
Okay. No, man. I'm not knocking in the school.
And it's a solid point for you now, because you want to weaken your opponent. It's like boxing. You're giving them
so sometimes you give over your primary school good athlete and you believe that him should go better. But when he reaches the high school, well, maybe he was not the one that they want to go forward. So you keep him, and then nobody else have him. So maybe if he went to another school, he would have developed and run faster than the ones that you have there. Understand?
Yeah.
Come on.
I see everything track. I have a little fight in the comment section. Everything track. You need to meet Doc, you know. Dr. Carl Bartley. He will allow you to run fast. So you need to link up that. Link me up.
Man. I can make anybody fast.
Everything track. You need to link me up on Instagram, Coaches Deck, so we can have a chat. So we can help you to run fast, man. You understand? Ilian Livingston, big up yourself. Elizabeth is asking Fabian what to channel we make last year. I'll know she doesn't know upon it.
Coach, you know, all right, so let me tell you people them. So have a lot of personal things happening in the last few months. If you realize, even Coaches Desk, I was off Coaches Desk for about half a year.
Yeah.
So I'm literally just getting back out there. No, so I had some personal stuff dealing with, you know, moving to a new country is not easy, and I'm in a new country, mentally stuff, not being able to coach either, something that I've done for like the last 10 years of my life. So all of those things play a part in me not having the time to consistently post on the YouTube channel. Coach Minzy every day. Coach Minzy post me and say, "Hey, get out this," but it will be up and running again soon. Just have to I just have to sort out some personal stuff.
Hey, Doc. This brother everything Chuck. He's a level 6 runner. And he wants to run 10-8. And him asks if you can help him to run 10-8.
It's very simple, no? It's very simple. To move from 11.6 to 10.8 is very simple. You can do that. I can do that in 3 months.
Coach, have you ever seen everything Chuck run a race? Have you ever seen one of his races?
I don't have to see him.
No, I never seen an race.
I don't have to see him. Because
we need some player explosive.
Doc, you get all by requesting a Doc. Hey, me have got to be Doc manager, you know. People ask if you can coach virtually, you know. Somebody want their daughter to be coaching Ohio. Remember, he said, you know, him started out with the youth. He was not there, but him just give the instruction and the youth got training and the youth get fast.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that, Mr. United. So, yeah, man, him can make you run fast, man. Coach Minzy and Fabian can make you run fast, you know. So this is like dream team right here, so.
Especially for me, especially if them if they're under 12. That is my focus.
Yeah. So you don't make Coach Minzy the younger ones and give me the bigger ones. The guy that I told you that I was doing 13 when I started coaching him, you know, he was 19 years old at the time, you know.
Yeah.
And so imagine a 19-year-old doing 13 and now he's 21 and doing 10-8. And I know that he can do 10-2. I know he's gonna end up with that 10-2, but him kind of stubborn.
It's the age. It's hard for Benny Tree when it's old, you know. It is hard.
Yeah. That's why I know. That is why I know I have the confidence to make anybody fast.
Yeah. All right.
What I want to do now, you see, is to get the opportunity because I had 3 goals when I started the motorcade club. All right. The first one was to make somebody who was very, very slow, who couldn't run at all fast. Right?
Check.
And I have achieved that. The second goal was to get somebody who was already fast and make them faster. Now the third goal I have now is to take somebody who has been very, very fast and have come back down
falling off
and gotten slow. And to make them fast. That is my goal now to do. That's the only challenge that I've not been able to accomplish. And that's what I'm talking about. Like for example, Yuan Blake did 969. I think I know and I believe that if I get Yuan Blake to coach now, I could take him back to 969. Even faster. That's what I believe. And that is the challenge that I have now. 2 challenges I have in coaching now is how to prevent injuries and how to make somebody who was fast at the top that has gone down faster. I believe if I get Ilian Thompson now, I would make her run the 10.49.
Oh, boom. All right.
That's what I believe because looking at her, I see where I believe I can help her. So I believe that I can the athletes that are I know why they have gotten slower and I can make them faster. And that is my objective right now. And that is my next project. But it's very difficult to get people like those to coach.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
So hear me I say now, Doc. Apart from Ilian, which you just alluded to, so like you don't want to coach her. Any other athlete out there you don't want to coach? That you have your eyes on really?
High school or pro?
Well, pro athletes, to tell the truth, I would love to coach Brianna Williams. Yeah.
Princess.
Yeah. I'd like to coach her. Like I said, I would like to coach Ilian Thompson. And on the male side, because I'm coaching 2 athletes now that I want to put them way out of the range. So I mean, I'm not looking at any male athletes, but I would love to get an athlete. I believe that, like I told you already, if I get Yuan Blake, I can make him run a 969 again. I think I could do it by this season. Because I look at Yuan Blake and I noticed that he ran 9.85 at the Jamaica trials, and he didn't do better than 10.15 in the World Championships. Yeah, I believe if that athlete was my athlete, he would have to run 9.85 at the World Championships, and if he had done 9.85, would have won the World Championships. So I believe that Yuan Blake should have won the World Championships. That's what I believe.
Oh. You're hearing it here, people. Doc sounds serious. But Doc, a whole lot of people are reach out to me right now. They want to link you up. So, the interview you look like I get a whole lot of links in a Doc. So, people, me are the manager for Doc, and don't leave me out. Don't leave me and Fabian out, Fabian are the agent, me a manager.
Yeah.
But really appreciate you coming here, Doc. We have to close out the show now.
Okay, it's a
We
pleasure.
definitely hope that you'll be back another time. We can just have a little chat and lime again, because you have some interesting theories, very interesting. You understand?
When our
And
athletes go sub 10, we bring it.
You bring me back.
Yes.
All right. It's not far away. It's
and
not
that's
far
not
away.
going to be far away then.
No.
Okay.
All right. Definitely. Somebody said they would love for you to get Sanjay Davidson.
Oh man, Sanjay Davidson. Now. Listen now. You know, Sanjay Davidson should have been my athlete. Yeah, I know Sanjay Davidson very well, and I was approached by somebody to take Sanjay Davidson, but at the time I was coaching somebody that would have been an opponent, and I said, well, I don't want it to clash. You understand?
Oh.
But
So
in
you drop a
terms of
ball then.
yeah. But I think he is the fastest sprinter in Jamaica right now. I believe that. But he has everything to be great. Everything to be great. But he has an injury, and I think I have the formula to bring him back. Just like I brought back Adrian Kerr.
Yo, on a link up with doctor now, please. On a call coach's desk. And then on a link up the doctor. I remember me as the manager, everything have to pass through me. Yeah, man. Well, Doc, I'm certain through this interview a lot of people will be reaching out. I must, with your permission, can I link you with some people, give you a number, anything of the sort? You have to give me the go ahead.
No, you just act as the manager.
All right, cool.
And it's managed from your end, you know.
Yeah, man.
But as you know, I don't have enough resource to take on too many people. You understand? Because if you're going to do something, you have to do it well, you know. So it takes a lot of cash. So I can't promise everybody that I'll take them. I'm a free coach, and I don't get any money. I don't, nobody pays me. But if I'm going to coach you, I'm going to put everything in it. So if you come to me, if I take on too many people, they might just make me go dry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So I won't be able to take on everybody. I won't be able to take on a lot of people. So that's the only drawback.
So we have look patient people. Make the youth them run the sub 10 and then we can run in. When that happen, we'll put sponsor come on board, People are gonna start running, and a doc are gonna start suit out in one of them Puma, Adidas or Nike kit there. You understand?
Kit there, yeah.
When him come on coaches, this him have on him Nike hat, so that after show or him t-shirt. You understand? I saw the thing said, but Doc, wish you all the best in
thank you, man. Thank you.
Wish your charges well as well. Going into this the future. You have some special plans for them, and we're looking forward to see it. You understand?
Yeah.
When you hurry up and patent the breakthrough, probably you can use that to fund the track club as well.
Yeah, man. Anything,
Yeah, man.
Well, I know the next race I just put it in because we never asked, but the next race for Adrian will be in Maryland.
Oh, he's going to the East Coast track and field.
Yeah, okay. That's where he's gonna be, and he will be taking on the 100 and the 200.
Okay.
And he'll be taking on the American.
The fast youth from America. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
all right.
Just wish him the best and hope that he will do well there.
No, man, he's an actual doctor, people. Don't take it for granted. He's a doctor. Yeah, man. He's
dentist, man. Dentist.
Doctor by profession.
Dental surgeon. Not a
medic.
Well, a medical doctor.
a medical still, but
a medical still, but a dentistry. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Just to be specific, you know? Just to be specific.
Hey, you see a cataract, right? if the doc can't help Jamal to move any far. Hey, cataract, guy, you're dead, man. Yeah, we're looking forward to see Adrian Kerr running in Maryland. If everything stay true in terms of the temperature, he should be running fast there. You understand? Because he might go up against a good youth, you know. So we look forward to that. You understand? So big up yourself again, Doc. Fabian, big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
And the people, thanks very much. People in the comment section, thanks for linking up on the stream, having this chat with Dr. Carl Bartley, the boss of Motorcade at the moment. So we're looking forward to see Motorcade rolling through the lanes, the street, and the highways for this year. You understand? People, stay safe. Until next time, peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.